What's going on, y'all? It's JB and Liz, Black Dragon Kennels, Carolina Pit Bull Farm. We are here at GCAC again, doing what we do best, playing with dogs. So this here is Tripod. No, I'm just kidding. His name is Sampson. I call him Tripod. Sampson is a three-legged American Pit Bull Terrier.
3 years old.
He's 3 years old. He's approximately, I would reckon, 60, 65 pounds, maybe almost 70. He's a big, stout boy, big, powerful chest. Of course, if you walk around carrying all the weight of your body on your two front legs, your chest will be big and stout too. So Sampson is on the jailhouse prison workout program. And he cocked these on the front end, looking a little spindly in the back end. You know, like a lot of guys you see at the gym, they're always skipping leg day. So, but he's not. He's working out the front end, the back end. We do what we can. But cool dude. He's got some barrier aggression. Kind of weird. He was in the kennel, and the liaison here went to get him out, and he was raising Cain. But then, as soon as she showed him that she was going to take him for a walk and presented the leash, he calmed right down. She went in there, slipped lead over his head, brought him out. He's been good as gold since then. Brought him out here. He prefers women. Female dogs, he has a preference. Female people, he has a preference. Men, a little standoffish. He did not aggressive. He just don't really care, you know. But the ladies, Miss Sue, Andrea, Casey, Liz, he took up with all the ladies really, really quick. Prefers their company, likes their attention, and it's been real sweet. Now, Miss Sue said him and her were sitting in the office one day and had some sort of disagreement. I think it was that she might have triggered a certain amount of defensiveness in him. A three-legged dog is going to be a little bit cautious about his personal space, and Miss Sue said they were doing great. She looked over at him, and she was kind of hovering over him, looking at him, admiring him, and he caught her looking at him. And I think that's kind of what triggered him grumbling at her a little bit. I think he's a little bit concerned about his safety because he knows he doesn't have all his weapon systems online. He's missing the whole back leg, has been since he was a puppy.
Want to talk about the verbal correction he got when he did that?
Yeah, when he grumbled at Sue, who was it that corrected him? Andrea yelled at him. Well, actually, she really just told him, and kind of gave him a grunt, kind of gave him don't do that. And he immediately went submissive. So he is not a thug. He is a nice dog. I will tell you this. I think if he had all four legs, he'd be a handful because he is very busy. He's very kind of jovial, mischievous. He's a typical bulldog with a lot of that behavior. But I like him. He seems to be sweet. I think he takes a minute to warm up to folks.
Can you shake? Hey.
Yeah, he does have a couple of behaviors that he's evidently been exposed to. He will shake on command. He will hug you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
And he will sit on command. But he likes interaction with people, but he also likes to do his own thing. He's an independent sort of a fella. Kind of goes off and does what he wants to, unless he really is into you. He's very much into Miss Sue. Followed her. She came out here. He cried when she walked back in the building. Very bonded to her very, very quickly. So I think that for what I'm seeing in him, I think female handler's probably going to get a preferential nod. A male handler that knows what he's doing, he'll be fine. That's not going to be an issue. But he seems just to prefer the company of women. Children, I haven't had a chance to test him with kids. If I was a betting man, I would say kids older than the age of about 12, going into 13, like kids who are like late middle school, early high school. Female children probably going to do better with him than male children, but I think he would do fine, and then he will adapt to a household if you put him in and take your time with him. Don't push him. I don't think he's dangerous. I think he just needs time to adjust.
And I believe he's housebroken too, isn't
he? He was an owner surrender. Evidently, the owner had some situation where their living situation changed, and the new landlord wouldn't tolerate this breed, so that he got breed blacklisted, basically. So they were going to euthanize him. I guess they figured it'd be too hard to try to find a home for a three-legged dog, and they say he's a little bit quirky with strangers that he doesn't know. Personally,
Didn't take him very long to walk.
He don't know me from Adam's House Cat. He don't know Lizzie from Adam's House Cat. Took right up with us pretty damn quick. Hadn't grumbled at me, hadn't grumbled at Liz. Liz went all through his mouth, peeled his lips back, checked his teeth. He didn't even act like he cared. So I don't think he's as rough as these people make him out to be. I do think that he is selective, and I think he takes a minute to warm up to you. And I mean, literally like a couple of minutes. We've been out here playing with him for about 10 or 15 minutes, and he's been fantastic the whole time. But I do think he's a real dog. I mean, I think he'll stand up for himself. So that's why I say don't push him. Don't back him into a corner. Bond with him. Make friends with him.
He's looking at his friend back there.
Mm-hmm. Take the time to let him adjust, because every dog, once they come out of this environment of being in the shelters, they usually take 5 to 6 weeks for them to really feel like, okay, I'm home and I'm safe. And then you'll see a different side of their personality. And it could be he may calm down, or he may get a little bit more happy. Either way, you got that 6 week adjustment period where you'll start to see the dog change a little bit in that first 6 weeks. So he needs to go to somebody who understands that and is not going to be thrown off kilter when the dog starts to make an adjustment and the dog starts to change his personality a little bit, or all of his personality comes out, you know. But I like this dude. He is
Where you going?
he's about that life, 3 legs and all. He is about it, you know. He don't seem to mind. You can tell he's never had that back leg to depend on. He's probably going to have some arthritis. We've been sitting here discussing it. He's probably going to have some rear end pain when he gets to be a little bit older. But I think good supplements, good creatine and what's that other stuff? Not creatine. What's that stuff? Chondroitin would probably go a long, long way towards making him where he lives a long, full life with that back leg. I think he would do good in a country setting. He'd probably be a good farm dog. Probably an excellent house dog. I think he's already been housebroken, got good manners in the house. And I think that, you know, and you ain't got to worry about him jumping no fences. So if you got a backyard with a fence, he'd probably do good in a neighborhood, a subdivision. No real issues with that. We tested him with a young male dog out here earlier. He didn't even really pay it no mind. Now, it could have been because the dog was young and had a very puppyish demeanor or whatever, but he didn't growl. He didn't get snippy with him. He just seemed interested in it. The ladies say he's real good with female dogs. Like I said, I think he just prefers the company of women. So with that being said, this is Sampson. Yeah, buddy. He's a big husky fellow.
He's slated to be today's last day.
This is his last day, so rescue, if you're interested, please pull him. I think that this guy would do fine in a rescue situation as long as you got sensible fosters or good adoptees. I don't think you really should have any issues with this dog. Like I said, as long as you got good, sensible fosters, just solid people that understand bulldogs. And he's not even a rough bulldog. I mean, if you just got people that understand big, powerful dogs, I think Sampson will be just fine. You know, that they don't necessarily have to be bulldog people. They just need to understand and respect the dog with this kind of size and power. So that's it, y'all. JB and Liz, Black Dragon Kennels, Carolina Pit Bull Farm. Me and my boy Sampson, we get ready to go in because it's cold out here. It is, fall has gotten here now, and it ain't playing. So we love y'all. Peace. Happy holidays.
Yeah, it's like 54 degrees.
Yeah, I'm sensitive. Very sensitive.
South Carolinians, we can't handle it.
Can't handle it. I forgot my jacket.
Pitiful. They're pitiful, Sampson.
So yeah, man. JB over here on some punk shit.